Good evening, student. After learning about endoplasmic reticulum, now we are having the next organ, that is Golgi apparatus, which work in coordination with endoplasmic reticulum. So let's start with our video lecture. The Golgi apparatus is having various names. Okay, it can be called as lipochondria, or it can be called as idiosome. It is called as dictyosome in plants. Again, it can be also called as Dalton's complex. It is called as traffic police or middleman in cell. So these are the various names which are given to Golgi apparatus, but the Golgi body, this name is actually given by Kajal. So Golgi body, this name is actually given by Kajal. The Golgi apparatus was first discovered by Camillo Golgi in year 1898 in the nerve cell of owl and cat. But the Golgi body, this name is given by Kajal. So they are first discovered by Camillo Golgi in nerve cell of owl and cat. So they are named as Golgi apparatus on the behalf of Camillo Golgi. This was taken place in 1898. This is mentioned by NCERT. Clear? So these are the very important cell organelles which are present in all eukaryotic cell except for RBC and sperms of mammals, bryophyta and pteridophyta. So in case of occurrence, they are present in all eukaryotic cells except mature RBC, sperm of mammals, bryophyta and pteridophyta. Plus they are absent in the matured sieve tubes in case of plants. So occurrence wise they are present only in eukaryotic cell, but in eukaryotic cell there are exception. The mature RBC will not have the Golgi complex. Sperm of mammals, as their Golgi apparatus is utilized in formation of acrosomal cap, bryophyta and pteridophyta and sieve tubes in case of plant, they will not have the Golgi apparatus. So coming to the structure of Golgi apparatus, structurally Golgi apparatus is sac-like flattened structure which consists of single membrane and it is not associated with ribosome. So it is a saccular structure of single membrane, not associated with ribosome. It consists of 4 different parts. It can be consist of cisterna, which are the saccular structure, or which it can be consist of tubules, or it can consist of vesicles, or it can consist of Golgian vacuoles. So structurally, the Golgi apparatus consists of 4 different components. It can be consist of cisterna, tubules, vesicle, or Golgian vacuoles. Now speaking about the structure of cisterna, each cisterna is a flat saccular structure with typical polarity. So a cisterna consists of a flat saccular structure which is slightly bent, and due to that bending it will achieve a polarity inside a cell. So this is a flat saccular structure which is slightly curved, and due to curve there are 2 faces. This one is a convex surface of this cisterna, so it is called as convex or cis or forming face of Golgi apparatus, and this one is a concave or trans or matured face during phase of Golgi apparatus. So it will have the polarity due to its bending. It will produce 2 different faces, one is convex and second is concave. Now such 4 to 18 cisternas will pack one above the other in such a way that a convex face of one cisterna will face the concave face of another cisterna to form a Golgi apparatus. So such 4 to 18 cisternas will pack one above the another and forming a pile. This complete pile of cisterna is actually called as Golgi apparatus. Clear for this thing? Now tubules are a tubular channel part which are always associated with the convex face of cisterna. These cisternas are actually interconnected. So here the cisternas are interconnected like this, and we can see the tubular parts like this, which are associated with the convex face of the cisterna. Clear for this thing? Now vesicular part of the Golgi apparatus is actually the budding from the smooth endoplasmic reticular tubules which get associated with the Golgi apparatus. So these vesicular parts are actually coming from the smooth endoplasmic reticulums, okay, which get associated with Golgi apparatus. And these Golganian vacuoles are actually the buds which are coming out from the terminal portion of cisterna. So these terminal portions of cisterna will form a bud like this, and these buds, a solan area, a terminal solan area is called as Golganian vacuoles. Clear? Due to this typical polarity, the Golgi apparatus is associated with endoplasmic reticulum, and inside the cell it will be arranged in such a way that a convex face of Golgi apparatus will face the endoplasmic reticulum, while the concave face of Golgi apparatus will face the plasma membrane. So due to its typical polarity inside the cell, let's say for example this is a cell, and inside a cell we are having this double membrane bound nucleus, and to outer nuclear membrane there is association of endoplasmic reticulum, and the Golgi apparatus is in association with endoplasmic reticulum. They are concentrically arranged around the endoplasmic reticulum with their convex surface is facing the endoplasmic reticulum, while their concave surface will face towards the plasma membrane. And in the cell, at position where the Golgi apparatus is present, no other cell organelles are generally present. So this area is called as zone of exclusion in the cell. So a place where Golgi apparatus is present inside the cell is called as zone of exclusion, as no other cell organelles are present in that particular area. So this is about the structure of Golgi apparatus. Now just to revise, हमने कहा कि Golgi apparatus को बहुत सारे नेम्स है. इट कैन बी कॉल्ड एज लाइपोकॉन्ड्रिया, इडियोसोम, डिक्टियोसोम इन केस ऑफ प्लांट्स. They are also called as Dalton complex, traffic police or middleman in the cells. The name Golgi body is given by Kajal. Golgi apparatus को सबसे पहले जब डिस्कवर किया था वो किया था कैमिलो गोल्जी ने इन द ईयर 1898. उन्होंने इसको डिस्कवर किया था इन द नर्व सेल ऑफ आउल एंड कैट. एंड गोल्जी apparatus ये नाम भी कैमिलो गोल्जी के ऊपर से ही गिरा था. नाउ ये कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होते हैं? तो ये सारे यूकैरियोटिक सेल में प्रेजेंट होते हैं एक्सेप्ट फॉर मैच्योर आरबीसी, स्पर्म्स ऑफ मैमल, ब्रायोफाइटा और टेरिडोफाइटा. एंड प्लांट सेल के अंदर मैच्योर ट्यूब्स में गोल्जी apparatus नहीं दिखते. स्ट्रक्चर की अगर हम बात करें तो ये सैक्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर से बने होते हैं जो सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन की होती है और वो राइबोसोम के साथ एसोसिएट नहीं होती. उसके 4 कंपोनेंट बन सकते हैं, एक तो सिस्टर्ना, या तो टिब्यूल, या तो वेसिकल, या तो गोल्जियन वैक्यूल्स. सिस्टर्ना एक बेंड फ्लैट डिक्स लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है जिसको 2 फेसेस होते हैं, एक कॉन्वेक्स फेस जिसको हम सिस फेस या तो फिर फॉर्मिंग फेस कहते हैं, और कॉनकेव फेस होता है जिसको हम ट्रांस या तो फिर मैच्योरिंग फेस कहते हैं. नाउ 2 फेसेस बनने के वजह से इसको एक टिपिकल पोलैरिटी आ जाती है. ये सिस्टर्ना एक के ऊपर एक पाइल होते हैं इस तरीके से कि एक सिस्टर्ना का कॉनकेव सरफेस दूसरे सिस्टर्ना के कॉन्वेक्स सरफेस को फेस करता है, और ऐसे 4 से 18 सिस्टर्ना एक के ऊपर एक पाइल हो जाती है, गट्ठा बनाती है टू प्रोड्यूस अ गोल्जी apparatus. ये सिस्टर्ना इंटरनली कनेक्ट रहते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ टिब्यूल्स. टिब्यूल्स हमेशा आपको कॉन्वेक्स सरफेस की तरफ दिखते हैं. वेसिकल्स जो पार्ट है ये एक्चुअली बड होके निकलते हैं स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के से, जो फिर बाद में जुड़ जाते हैं गोल्गी apparatus से. एंड गोल्गेनियन वैक्यूल जो है वो टर्मिनल सिस्टर्ना का जो एंड है, एकदम लास्ट जो एंड, वहाँ से जो बर्ड फॉर्म होके एक सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर बनता है उसको हम बोलते हैं गोल्गेनियन वैक्यूल्स. सो ये गोल्जी apparatus जब सेल में प्रेजेंट रहेगा तो सेल में वो इस तरीके से प्रेजेंट रहता है. वो हमेशा एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के आजू बाजू में प्रेजेंट रहता है कोसेंट्रिकली, और एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम की तरफ उसका सिस फेस रहता है, वाइल उसका जो ट्रांस फेस है वो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन की तरफ रहता है. सो इस तरीके से जहाँ भी गोल्जी apparatus सेल में प्रेजेंट रहता है वहाँ और कोई दूसरा ऑर्गेनल प्रेजेंट नहीं रहता, इसीलिए उस एरिया को जोन ऑफ एक्सक्लूजन भी कहते हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ गोल्जी apparatus. नाउ इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो we'll try to learn about the functions of Golgi apparatus. Thank you.